Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great weekend. It is Valentine's Day weekend already. I feel like that happened so quickly. I wanted to do a Valentine's Day makeup look and then the month just flew by. I honestly never know what day it is anymore. I'm still saying 2020 even though it's 2022, so I just can't get my head wrapped around the fact that it's already the middle of February. But I hope you're doing something fun. Are you getting to celebrate, whether it is with your significant other or if you're doing like a Valentine's Day celebration? Let me know so I can live vicariously through you, because we will just be sitting at home, probably eating pizza. We always watch the movie Valentine's Day, which I just love. It's like a tradition. So that's our plans. So I hope you're doing something fun too. Today, I wanted to sit down and catch up on all of the new makeup releases, chat about the products with you. So let's jump into it. I'll let you guys know which ones I'm planning on trying, which ones I'll be skipping over, and let's take a look. Okay, let's start with this. It looks like Ulta Beauty is possibly going to be carrying Charlotte Tilbury very soon, which is such an exciting announcement. I like some products from Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm more excited about the fact that a lot of Sephora exclusive brands are going to start being carried at Ulta Beauty. They just announced Fenty not too long ago, or there was like a post about Fenty. They started carrying Chanel not too long ago. So I am so excited to see Ulta carrying more of these high-end brands. Whenever I see a post about Ulta acquiring a new brand, a lot of people list all of the brands they want to see next. I've seen Rare Beauty on there. I've seen a ton of people mention Charlotte Tilbury, Natasha Denona, Huda Beauty. So what brand do you guys want to see next? I would love to see Ulta carry Natasha Denona because I would love to be able to redeem my points on Natasha Denona palettes. That would be amazing. I just think every single time they get a new brand, it's exciting because not only does it make it, there's another option for where you can purchase brands. It's also nice because I think if this keeps happening, Sephora is going to have to step up their reward system. Ulta's reward system is significantly better than Sephora's, so maybe it will give Sephora the push they need to revamp their reward system if Ulta keeps getting all of these Sephora exclusive brands. So what brand do you guys want to see next? I'm curious to know. I feel like a lot of people say like the same high-end brands, but Charlotte Tilbury is an exciting one because I know a lot of people love that brand. Let's talk about some Patrick Ta products. Actually, Patrick Ta would be a good brand to see at Ulta as well, but they just released their major volume plumping lip gloss. There are 5 shades and they retail for $24. So it's described as a deliciously tingly gloss for visibly plump, pillowy soft lips, which sounds really nice. I feel like gloss descriptions always pull me in. The packaging looks pretty, the shades are nice. I mean, I won't say I'm in a big hurry to try this because I have a lot of other gloss formulas I love. I love Tower 28, that's what I'm wearing today. I also love Buxom, Fenty. I need to do a little bit of a lip gloss declutter and kind of take inventory as to what I have before I purchase additional ones. But I know a lot of people love Patrick Ta. I've enjoyed some of their products too, so it's nice to see some other options. Patrick Ta also released new shades of the Double Take Cream and Powder blushes. So I hear so many good things about these blushes. Last year I tried one of the single powder blushes, and I think it was the combination of the color and the formula that didn't work for me, and I've talked about that in a couple of my videos, and so many of you guys told me to try out one of these duos. So these have kind of been on my list for a little while. I like the fact that you get 2 shades in one product. You get a cream and a powder. I didn't realize this at first until looking a little bit more closely on Sephora's website, but there's a little clear piece that covers the cream. So that's kind of nice because the powder doesn't get mixed into it. So I would love to try one of these. You could wear the products alone, layer them together. The new shades are gorgeous. There are some deeper options, some really vibrant colors. I don't know which one I will choose. If you guys have tried these, you'll have to let me know if you have a go-to duo. I think I'm going to add this product to my loves list. I'll either pick it up during the next Sephora VIB sale, maybe a little bit sooner if I place an order, because there are a couple of other products I want to try from Sephora, but I think the new colors are gorgeous, and so many people have raved about that formula that I definitely want to try it out. So there are a lot of new complexion releases available, and I definitely want to try out a few of them. Kosas has a new foundation called the Revealer Skin Improving Foundation, SPF 25 with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. So it's available now at Sephora for $42, and it looks like there are 32 different shades. This is a clean, skin improving, medium coverage SPF 25 foundation and treatment. They say that it has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, some other ingredients that are supposed to be good for the skin. It sounds amazing. I actually do have the Revealer concealer, which I do like. I use it as a spot concealer because I just think it looks really good on the skin. So I'm definitely curious to try this foundation because if it looks as good on the skin as the concealer, I could see it becoming an absolute staple for me. I'm kind of moving in more of like a medium coverage direction. I've been wearing the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation foundation, but I've actually been applying that with a sponge for like day-to-day wear, which shears out the product and it looks really nice on the skin. Definitely more medium coverage than full. So I'm really curious to try this out. It looks like it will be nice. I think based on the claims, it's supposed to be smoothing. I don't know which shade I would get. Probably 130 light, neutral, warm. But I will say this is the first foundation in a long time that's caught my eye. I don't like to switch it up and try too many new foundations, but I'm definitely curious to try this one. So I will definitely try it in an upcoming video. There's also a new concealer that I am definitely curious to try out. This is the LYS Triple Fix Brightening Concealer. So it comes in 25 shades. You can get it now at Sephora for $18, which is such a great price point. I've loved pretty much every LYS Beauty product I've tried. I'm trying to think of how many I've tried. I've tried the foundation, their powder, their bronzer. They've all become staples for me. So I'm definitely curious to try out this concealer. It's described as a luxuriously rich, ultra creamy concealer that helps to visibly brighten and conceal. It's also supposed to nourish the complexion and give you a skin-like finish. That's definitely what the foundation does. I feel like it looks very skin-like, but it provides pretty good coverage. I would say, again, it's kind of like a medium coverage foundation that you can build up or sheer out. This is supposed to be a full coverage, long-wearing concealer. The swatches kind of look photoshopped, so I feel like it's kind of difficult to tell which or what the shades will look like on the skin. I don't know, I might go with LN6, which is light with neutral undertones. I have a foundation from LYS Beauty. I think it's LG6. It's pretty yellow tone, so I've been trying to purchase like more neutral undertones because I feel like a lot of complexion products lean super yellow if you purchase the warm toned one, but I'm definitely curious to try this out. What do you guys think? Do you plan on picking it up? I also want to try one of the LYS Beauty blushes because I hear so many good things about those, and because I've had such great luck with the brand as a whole, I definitely have high hopes for their concealer and their blushes. Urban Decay has a new concealer coming out soon too. There's not a lot of information out about this yet, just like a quick post, but this is the Stay Naked Quickie Concealer. So here's a photo from Trend Mood. I feel like there will probably be additional shades as well. This seems like a pretty small line for concealer, and I know their Stay Naked concealer, well, I know their Stay Naked foundation has more shades than this, so I hope the shade range is a little bit better. I'm sure this is just like a small sample of it, but we'll see. I wonder if they're discontinuing their current Stay Naked concealer. I like the Stay Naked foundation, but I never really fell in love with the Stay Naked concealer. I felt like it was just a little bit underwhelming. So we'll see. I'll definitely try it out. I mean, Urban Decay's complexion products typically do work really well for me. Their eyeshadows have worked well for me in the past too. It's just their recent eyeshadow releases haven't been great. So I'm hoping that this could be a good option too. Okay, one last concealer to talk about. KVD Beauty just released the Good Apple Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer. It's available now at Sephora and Ulta for $28. It comes in 36 shades, and they describe this one as an extreme, long-wearing, crease-resistant concealer. It's supposed to have the same hydrating, lightweight full coverage as their Good Apple foundation. So the Good Apple foundation looked good on my skin initially, but after a little while it started to settle and break apart, and it just didn't last on my oily skin throughout the day. So unfortunately that did not work well for me. So I was a little bit apprehensive about this concealer, but I actually got it in the mail as PR. I'm not on their PR list. I think it might have come through like my Ulta Beauty contact when I was part of the Ulta Beauty Collective. So I decided to try it out. I'm wearing it today. I just did my makeup not too long ago. I was just kind of playing around with a couple of new products I am currently testing out. I will be honest, I was really surprised by the texture because it doesn't feel anything like the KVD Beauty Good Apple foundation. That feels very thick, very heavy, and this was like a super thin, almost serum-like texture that just blended out in seconds. And I obviously don't want to review it for you right now because this is the first time I'm wearing it, but I'm working on a speed reviews video that should be up next week, so I'll keep you posted on my final thoughts. But I have to say, initially I am super impressed by it. It blended out really well, and it did not crease instantly, which was kind of surprising. I do have a lot of fine lines under my eyes, and typically a concealer will crease almost instantly. That wasn't the case with this one. So I'm curious to see how it's going to hold up throughout the day. I don't know that I would have purchased this for myself because the actual foundation didn't work well for me, but I have to say the concealer is completely different than the foundation. And if they ever do like a liquid version of the foundation with a similar texture, I feel like that could be promising. So again, I'll keep you updated, but my initial impressions are really good. I'm excited about this one. So let me know if you guys plan on trying this out. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts. Too Faced is releasing a new collection, which includes a new eyeshadow palette called Born This Way Sunset Stripped. It's $48. So this entire collection will be available on March 31st. It looks like the same layout as the Born This Way Natural Nudes palette, except for this one looks a little bit more dramatic and smoky toned. I actually really like the Born This Way Natural Nudes palette. I think I got it a few years ago, and I was so surprised by the quality because I hadn't had a lot of luck with Too Faced palettes, but this one's a little bit different. The matte shadows are very smooth, really easy to work with. The shimmers look so good on the eyes. They kind of have like a little bit of a texture to them, so they're not going to be for everyone. In fact, I've heard people say they don't like them for the reason why I like them, because they're a little bit thicker. So I feel like when you apply them to the eyes, they just catch the light in a really pretty way, and it looks like you put more effort into your look than you actually did. I think the color story of that palette is really nice. They did a great job with like lighter, softer neutrals, deeper, smoky neutrals, and then some rosy tones as well. I actually like this new palette, but I do think some of the shades are repetitive. Like those three lighter mattes, like the first four mattes in the palette, three of them look almost identical, at least in this photo. And then there's such a jump from like the light mattes to the deeper mattes. I think they could have done a better job with like a gradient overall. The shimmers are pretty. I'm not sure that this palette is quite as cohesive as the original one, but I do think this formula is good. I've really enjoyed it. I'm sure it will sell well. Whenever I talk about eyeshadow palettes and I ask you guys your recommendations, your favorites, tons of you say that the Too Faced eyeshadow palettes are still your favorite at this point. A lot of people like the holiday ones, like the gingerbread one, or what was the other one? Oh, like the pumpkin spice one. And then a lot of people just enjoy like the natural nudes one. So I do think this could be a good seller. They're also releasing or re-releasing the Chocolate Soleil bronzers. Did they discontinue their chocolate bronzers? I thought they were still around, but I don't know. I could be mistaken. Maybe they're just doing additional shades because I see that there is one called Natural Chocolate, which looks new. And then there are new lip injection plumping lip glosses in iridescent colors. So this collection will be available on March 31st if you're interested in it. I'm sure we will see additional photos later on, but I feel like the palette could be a good seller. Fenty released a new lipstick formula. This is the Icon The Fill Semi-Matte Refillable Lipstick, and it retails for $20. It comes in 10 different shades. So it's a creamy semi-matte lipstick in a range of high pigment reds and neutrals for all skin tones, and it's made to be refillable. So you can choose a shade and then also add the case to your cart separately. Oh, okay, so it looks like the lipstick is $20 and then the case is hold on. Okay, the lipstick is $20, the case is $12, so $32 total. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I actually like the idea of a refillable lipstick and refillable makeup in general, especially if you find like your go-to brand, your go-to color. I think the potential problem is that a lot of brands discontinue entire lines of lipsticks or products. So I'm kind of curious to know how long these will be around for. You know, I fell in love with the Too Faced Natural Nudes lipsticks and then they discontinued them and I had such a hard time finding like another go-to line. I still don't know that I've like completely replaced those. But I do like the idea of refillable makeup. I think that's a really good idea. So ColourPop just released a new 30-pan eyeshadow palette called the Rock Candy Palette. They have been loving this larger format lately. It's really pretty. They actually say it is a sister palette to the Stone Cold Fox palette, which I unfortunately never tried. I feel like at the time I was just purchasing a lot of palettes, so I skipped over that one. But that one is gorgeous if you love cooler tones. So this one is supposed to be like a sister palette. So they say that it has shimmering silvers, matte grays, cool toned mauves, bronzes, and neutral taupes. I actually have it on my eyes today. So I saw the swatches of this palette and the swatches were amazing, which is what convinced me to try this out. I did get it in the mail as PR. It's kind of like an amped up Naked 3 palette. Now at this point in your makeup collection, you might actually have a palette that's very similar or multiple palettes that are pretty similar. but if you are a beginner or you like the larger palette format, this really is a pretty palette. I'm still in the process of testing it out. This is just the first look I came up with, but I have to say the shadows went on so perfectly. I used more of like the pink row and then just incorporated like a dark brown and a silver as well. So I can definitely use it in an upcoming video if you guys want to see that. It is available now if you guys want to purchase it. You can use my code Andrea to get 10% off on the ColourPop website. But if you want to, stay tuned. I'll share my final thoughts and review in the next few days. They also released a new lip formula that I haven't tried yet, but I knew I wanted to try these as soon as they released them. I feel like they kind of sound like the new Makeup by Mario lip products, so I will try them. I did get them in the mail as PR, but even if I didn't, I would have purchased them. These are the Glowing Lips. So they retail for $7. They deliver a glossy pop of color, and they're supposed to glide on smoothly, and then they're loaded with nourishing ingredients like argan, cocoa, superfruit, shea butters, plus vegan collagen, and they're supposed to melt onto the lips for a hydrating boost and a fuller looking pout. So, I mean, that just sounds like a really good lip product. I can't wait to try them. It looks like you can go in with a sheer layer or really build them up to get more intense pigmentation. They kind of sound like the Just a Tint lip crayons, but better, like more hydrating, more pigmented, more glossy. There are 8 different shades, so again, I will test them out and share my full review in the next few days, but I can't wait to try them. So it's been a while since we've seen anything new from Dose of Colors. Unless I've just been missing a couple of their recent releases, I feel like I haven't heard anything about the brand since they left Ulta, but there is a new Valentine's Day collection called Love Starts With You, which is available now on their website. So there are 2 Heart Cheeks cream blush sticks for $22 each, or you can get the set for $36. There's also a limited edition Heart Eyes eyeshadow palette for $26 that comes with 4 shades. And then there are 2 Opposites Attract 2-in-1 lip pairs for $22 each or $36 for the set. So if you want everything in the entire collection, they have a PR box for $114. I think it's a really cute collection. I do feel like it's a lot of money for something that we've seen over and over again. There were a lot of Valentine's Day collections this year, so I feel like a lot of them kind of got lost in the shuffle for me. But if you are a big Dose of Colors fan, you might be excited to see something new from them. I like their lip products, and the Friendcation palette is still one of my all-time favorites, but this collection as a whole just isn't jumping out at me. There are a few eyeshadow palettes I wanted to talk about. I'm actually on an unofficial, or I guess it's official, eyeshadow palette no buy. After purchasing the Urban Decay Wild Greens palette and then testing out this one from ColourPop, I just decided to take a break for the next month. Well, the rest of February and then probably heading into March as well. I've just been trying a lot of eyeshadow palettes this year, and it was my goal to kind of cut down on the amount of palettes that I'm adding to my collection in 2022. So I'm just going to take a little break for at least the next 30 days, maybe a little bit longer. So I don't plan on buying any palettes, but there are a bunch of gorgeous ones I wanted to talk about. Let's start with this one. This one is by ODenzai. It is a collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. It is absolutely gorgeous. The colors, the packaging, the shades, the swatches, it looks amazing. I haven't actually watched her announcement video yet. We were out of town last weekend visiting family, and then I've just been trying to kind of catch up on things around here. So that is on my list to watch later because I'm definitely curious to hear her inspiration, her thoughts behind the palette. But it is gorgeous. I don't doubt that it's good because I feel like she just knows color so well. And I mean, the swatches are so stunning. So this looks like it will be available on February 14th on their website for $43.90. If you want more information about the palette, how you can purchase it, I'm sure she shared that in her announcement video, but it is so beautiful. This is definitely a better green color story than Urban Decay's Wild Greens. I think that this one is so much more beautiful. So I think she did an absolutely gorgeous job on this, and I'm sure the quality is going to be amazing. Another green palette is this one from LYS Beauty. A lot of you guys told me about this when I did my Urban Decay Wild Greens review. If you guys missed it, I'll link it in the description box below in case you want to hear my thoughts. But a lot of you told me that you actually ordered this one instead. It's so pretty, and if you're looking for richly pigmented shadows, LYS Beauty does an amazing job. Their shadows really are gorgeous. So I didn't know they released this. I think I must have missed it. I'm sure it either sold out really fast or I just wasn't paying attention, but it looks like they recently restocked it. So you can get their Tropical Vibes palette for $38.99 on their website if you are interested. They also released Glimmer Shadows, which look really similar to the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. These come in a set of 4 for $28, or you can get a bundle with the palette and the shadows for $62. Again, I'm on a palette no buy, but I wish that I had purchased this one as well instead of the Urban Decay Wild Greens because That was disappointing, and I've heard nothing but good things about this one, and it is so pretty. A few more indie releases I wanted to highlight because a lot of you guys have been asking for more indie makeup spotlights in these videos, so I definitely want to follow a couple of Instagram accounts that highlight them because indie brands create gorgeous palettes. This is the Clarity Cosmetics Bloom palette, which looks like it's sold out initially, but the restock is on February 25th on their website. It retails for $48, and you get 5 matte shadows, 3 foiled shadows, and 2 duochromes. I've seen some of you guys recommend this brand in my comments when I talk about eyeshadow palettes, and this is so pretty. The jewel tones are absolutely stunning. I love how it's just dramatic and colorful. I haven't tried anything from this brand, but if you have any recommendations, I would love to know. I've been meaning to try more indie brands, more indie eyeshadows. That was my goal last year, and I did try a couple, but I feel like I would love to try more and just kind of expand which brands I try and feature on my channel because indie brands really do create gorgeous palettes. There's one more indie brand release I wanted to talk about. Glaminatrix released the Nocturnal palette, which has 4 duochromes, 1 multi-chrome sparkle topper, and then 7 matte shadows for $54. So this will be available on their website on February 20th. So I haven't heard much about this brand, but the swatches look really pretty. I'm always looking for just like eye-catching shimmers, something a little bit different and interesting, and these shimmers look really, really nice. So again, if you guys have tried this brand, I would love to hear your thoughts, but if you're looking for a little bit more of a unique palette, that might be a great option too. And also, I know that I've asked this in the past, but what are your go-to indie brands for eyeshadow? There are a few on my list, but they tend to sell out very, very quickly, and then I miss out on them, and then I forget that I wanted to try them, so I'm going to write one more list. So if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. Let's finish up with this. Milk Makeup just launched a new mascara. It is the Rise Lifting and Lengthening Mascara. It retails for $28. They also have a mini for $14, which is nice. I like that they launched the mini along with the full size. That way if you want to try it but not pay full price, you can do that. I tried the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and unfortunately that didn't work for me. I feel like maybe I had an allergic reaction to one of the ingredients because every time I used it, it made my lash line just itch. It was so uncomfortable. And on top of that, the actual formula just didn't do anything for my lashes. I felt like it was a little bit underwhelming. I just didn't get anything from that mascara. So for that reason, I'm not particularly drawn to this one. So this one is a 93% natural vegan mascara that lifts, lengthens, and gives weightless volume for next level lashes that stay curled and clump free all day. It sounds nice. I'm always up for trying a new mascara because my natural lashes are very subtle, they're very short, so I love trying new formulas, but because I had such a bad experience with the Kush mascara, I don't think I'll try this one unless I see like rave reviews about it. Okay guys, so that is the end of my video. Those are all of the products I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys have a great weekend, whatever you decide to do, and I will see you on Tuesday with a new video. Bye.